Hello, tubers. It likes to keep raining on my parade today. I'd like to show you what I use for applying Roundup under the trees and around the foundations, eliminating the use for a weed eater. Well, let's start out with what I used for a while. Being up high on this machine was kind of hard to spray under the pines, but this is what I was using. A smaller gun, and retrofit it to put one of them nice fan pattern tips on the end of it. A little bit of an overkill for doing that job. And prior to this, I had a hand pump up sprayer. You didn't have to pump. You had it stuck in the back of the Cushman. I got to show you that at the end of the video. You'll get a kick out of that. Definitely, whatever you had laying around, make it work. Let's go in the shop and I'll show you what we got now. Well, here's a look at what I'm using now. Let's start out with the mounting. A guy brought me over a whole box of these rubber biscuits a while back. They're supposed to be mounts for MRI machine, he said. Anyway, one of them things they drop a whole box off, and as time passes, you find more uses for. Now, on this side here, I have some insulation. This is that sticky on one side. It's for when you put your topper on your pickup truck bed. This goes on the top before you drop it on. They have 4 sleeves up inside that are tapped to accept bolts. And what I've done is to mount it here, I have cushion clips that I cut up and then formed. No tools necessary. You can just throw your bolt through, wing nuts on there, so you can remove it and install it without any tools. Now let's get into the reason for the madness of tipping a tank. The pickup was originally right here. Well, there's no lower catch basin, a little bit of an angle, you'd be sucking air. Then there was a valve here in the screen that keep the critters out of the pump. Well, what I've done, come around the corner, the filter is now right inside here. Made up a fitting, come around the corner. Now, the opening on this guy here too is only maybe 3/8. I punched him out, I believe, to 9/16 for a better flow. Now you can hook a garden hose on here too if you want to clean the tank out. And the nice thing is where it's on an angle, if there's any critters laying in the tank too, you can clean it out real good without having to tip the tank to get everything out. Now here's what's going on the top. Pressurized fluid comes out. This goes to the gun. The valve here I use for agitating. Open that up, and then it'll blow fluid off in this direction. And where it gets picked up on side B, that way you can mix it up a little more before you start spraying if you wish. I have an extra spray nozzle hanging on here, and what I've done with one of them is drilled it out, tapped it out to 1/8" pipe thread. That way I can put one of them fan spray nozzles on here for spraying under trees and a fan other than around. Works better for me anyway. Then hanging on the machine, I got a wire tie here for a stop, a little bit of tape, a couple of cushion clips. Keeps it in place for when you're in transit. Now here's a little tip for you folks. Whenever you purchase an end for your sprayer, you don't want the pump cycling. Basically you could allow a little fluid to go by with that valve there if you wanted, but basically if it is, it's going to sound like that. That's not good. So to get the right flow tip, I have the answer for you, and that would be your center one right there. Works perfect, and that's where I buy them from, in case some of you are interested. A little more trivia for you. I sprayed 3 20-gallon tanks through this unit to do the whole yard. This battery here was from my Case tractor from 2003, and actually didn't need to recharge it at all for doing this job. Somewhere down the road I might put a power inverter on the Cushman itself, then I could just plug it in. Boy, this new setup in the Cushman is just working wonderful. These batteries, I sprayed almost 2 hours. These batteries went down 1 volt. The motor temp never got over 145. With that other setup, I'd hit 180. I'd come up, hit it with the garden hose, and cool it down, keep going. Well, anyway, enough of that. How about a demo? What I'll do is go all along, get up under by the pillars, kind of close to the edge. Of course, this demo is with water, not with Roundup. And then I'll make another pass all the way around all the trees. Come back. there you go, a little demo in case you were thinking about buying one of these. Thought I'd put the original spray nozzle on, give you a quick demo with that too right away. Open it up a little more. This kind of pattern you get. If you open it up more, and you get the straight pattern. Shoots pretty far. In a hurry to fill the tank up when it's empty, then Cushman might be the machine for you. Here's my original setup for spraying Roundup that I used for many years. Now I wouldn't recommend anybody to do this, especially on a tank without a blow-off valve, or you could be wearing it. Not a good thing. So don't do this, but I'll show you what I created years ago. And drilled a hole in the tank, put a tire valve in there. Got one of them tire valve lock-on dealy bops. Drilled another hole, 1/8" pipe thread, stuck a gauge right in there. Put a tether to keep that from tipping over. And on the air tank, I put a regulator right on here, so you can set it up to your dot before you start spraying. You can go through roughly 3 of them tanks to 1 air tank, so it worked pretty good, but I was always up here filling that thing. But yeah, that served me well for many years. But for this Roundup, years back, I'd buy some from the Farm and Barn store. Purple cap on the top of the bottle. Super concentrate for a quart. They'd nick you 40 bucks. These here you get from the farm co-op, 2.5 gallons, same stuff, around 90 bucks. Mix your own, save yourself some money. But I wanted to tell you, 2,4-D is another thing. I don't have a container to show you. I do use a lot of that here for controlling dandelions and stuff. Instead of getting that premixed or whatever you get at the store, it costs you an arm and a leg, maybe consider purchasing one of these sprayers and mixing your own. You save yourself a lot of money, and you'd be surprised it all adds up at the end of the year. Hey, anyway, do you know what these are for, or from? Them are out of them spinny hard drives. Don't throw them away. Grab these out of them. They're Naomi magnets or whatever that are real strong. Find a lot of uses for them, so take them hard drives apart before you toss them. I'll just show you one of the uses here now. Yeah, what do you think holds him on? I bet you already know. Let's see, you got it down there. And it really hangs that on the wall real good. A lot of uses for them. I even throw some on the engine oil filters. So, just a few thoughts for you. Have an old gauge off of oxyacetylene regulator, and put a tire end on it. I use that for checking the tire pressure on the 3-wheeler and Cushman, stuff like that. Well, hey, tubers, I hope this helps you out on your projects. Grab a little info. Anyway, leave a comment and ask a question, or just say hi if you wish. Anyway, I'd like to catch you back here again, so thanks so much for stopping by. Take care. Tubers, I don't know if you'd want to see a little project I'm doing here today, but this tree here, I got it all de-limbed, and the reason being, the bottom on there, this was all filled at one time, a little over a foot, and the tree's not happy, especially the base is looking pretty rough, so it's got to go. You ever thought of buying a battery-powered chainsaw? Stihl really has it. They hit their mark on this stuff here. It's beautiful engineering. I can't believe how long you can run these and how fast they cut on one battery. Well, progress report. Things are getting all picked up, cleaned up here. There you can see the bottom of the tree where it's getting a little rough there. And hauled several loads out to the field already with the loader. And well, it's wood cut up. Get a quick saw demo. There you have it. got everything all cut up and hauled away. That's pretty nice of my friend to come over with that saw he's got. That worked really nice. He don't like being on camera though. Take care, tubers.